Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Yeah. Episode 243. We in the bill. Then you ain't know what it is. It's the host with the most. B Breezy, aka Poppy Sazon.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick. How y'all feeling?
And like Young Miami say, spend that shit. Spend that shit. And you know what you could spend it on? Downloading the live podcast app on iOS and Android. And follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you're in the brand deals business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and rate us 5 stars everywhere because it helps out with the algorithm. And today we have the queen of toxicity, the queens of the young ho. What? Big Money V! What you gotta say to the people, Big Money V?
Don't ever play that Carisha song no more. Ever in your fucking life. It's garbage.
Let's mark the date now, Slick. In the summertime, if I catch her ass at a cookout singing this shit with her fellow young hoes,
you will not.
I'm coming here with evidence, and it's gonna be the trailer to one of the episodes. I'm gonna record it. Cause you know don't you want a nigga who missed the pay for shit? We're gonna talk about him later. I thought that's what you wanted, right?
I'm tired of it.
A nigga want a little dildo up his butt. Niggas don't want that no more, Slick. But we're not gonna get straight into that. Let's start by our check-ins, man. How we doing this week? What's going on? Talk to me. It's May. Happy Mother's Day to all my good mothers out there. This is gonna be released after Mother's Day, but shout out to y'all. Love y'all. You feel me? Keep doing your thing. You feel me? But how we doing? Ladies first.
For the most part, I'm doing good. Trying to stay hydrated. And also had to curse bitches out. But you know what? That is called growth because I never used to curse bitches out before, for real.
You just put hands on them. You're too old to be spending the weekend in jail, right, Slick?
Yeah. So that's not it. That's how you lose your good job and benefits.
But you know what? I thought about that when I was like mid curse out, and I was like, you know what? Let me pull up on this bitch and show her I'm not to be fucked with. And then I remembered, I was like, yo, we actually got something to lose. We got a job with benefits, healthcare. You don't get that in prison.
Yeah, you can't fight no more. Fighting is over. Anytime you think about putting your hands on somebody and you are well gainfully employed, you should probably not do that. Just play some shit, you know?
Yeah.
So you're right. I should have had a few bitches from around the way jump her.
Okay, I'm Slick. What's your weekly check-ins?
I'm good, man. Chilling, you know. Nice to be back, you know. I'm digging the bi-weekly vibes just because I'm lazy. But yeah, everything's straight. I want to shout out Mitchell Robinson because, you know, the Knicks, they won. I know last time you heard me, I was ready to, I was about that. Yeah, I was in a dark place with my Knicks. I was in a real dark place. It's real sad outside. But, yeah, Knicks, you know, Knicks in 6, baby. OG get well soon. Shout out to Breezy. He about to drop. You know, what a time to be alive. That's what I'm going to say. What a time.
Nah, forget all of that, man. You already know what it is. One more week, or at least when this is released. A few more days. Iceman. We gonna freeze the world. We gonna shut it down. Episode 4 coming out the same day, too.
Yeah, we might not be.
Merch about to drop. My nigga filmed so many videos. Yo, shout out to all my people who couldn't make it here. I'm still trying to make my way to stay alive. You know, everybody always say they trying to stay alive for GTA 6. I'm just trying to stay alive for Iceman. You feel me? Yo, we here. We almost there, baby. Iceman. Other than that, week is good. at least finally the weather in New York City has been consistent, because at one point you don't know if you had to wear a jacket or you could wear a short sleeve. This shit been a little ghetto now, but now that May here, hopefully niggas can be a little more consistent with what we wearing. But shout out to everybody outside for Cinco de Mayo too over here. Big Money V was outside for Cinco de Mayo over here.
I sure was.
You feel me? Shout out to y'all.
Well,
Appropriating Mexican culture. Feel me?
First of all, everybody celebrates Juneteenth, so why can't I celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
Points were made.
Now, for all the young codes, I know all the young codes are sad, slick, as we tune into big news, man. Spirit Airlines especially has been shut down after 34 years, man. That means over 7,000 people have lost their jobs. That means you young codes can't get a free trip to Jamaica, them little cheap ones, you know. But what's your thoughts about, Spirit Airlines being closed down due to everything that's been going on?
I think go ahead.
I just think that it's sad. Like, mad people have lost their jobs without notice. So there's that. But the flights might really peak, but I'm going to miss those pandemic flights I used to take. I used to go to like different places for like $60.
With a hope and a will, right? Plane shaking and shit.
Hey, listen, but I went to Vegas 3 times on account of Spirit. So, and as we can see, I'm here to tell the tale. And honestly, for them being as open as they were, like, they've been in business for 30-something years, and no plane crashes. You might get a little turbulence. But what's that? Like...
But niggas was charging niggas for stupid as shit.
Yeah.
Everything was a la carte.
But you're still gonna pay for it though. And that's where it's going anyways. Like, Delta don't even want to give you snacks no more.
Oh, facts. They ain't even trying to give you the Biscoff cookies no more, G. This shit getting crazy out here, yo. So, Slick, what's your thoughts about Spirit Airlines being shut down?
I do agree. It's definitely sad that a lot of people lost their jobs in this space. Spirit, for what it was, it was no frills. If you got on a Spirit Airlines expecting a 5-star experience, you were a fool. That's like taking the cheese bus for the 4-hour trip versus a coach bus. You're not going to do that. But if you knew you just had to get someone, like if you were taking a quick trip down to Florida, you had a connecting flight somewhere or something, like you could do something where you didn't have to worry about, or like a little last minute situation, maybe God forbid a funeral or like some kind of family engagement. Spirit was clutch. You get your little book bag and you be on the go. I do think that it also speaks to a larger problem in the economy though, because this is not going to be the first major provider of a service that's going to go out of business. If you guys have paid attention to gas prices across the country, the price ranging from $5 to $6 to some place. I saw in California it was like $8-9 a gallon in California, right? So just seeing things that are so fuel efficient, we're going to see the same loss of service or increase in price when it comes to like groceries, when it comes to like Uber, anything that's gas dependent is about to get real spooky outside. So Spirit was just the first domino to fall.
That shit's scary, bro. And we got someone in the office who's trying to say the economy is in the best shape that it has ever been.
Yeah, for him.
It's delusion.
For his people, it don't matter. When the game is rigged and we know it, and there's nothing we can do about it. This is probably, outside of slavery, one of the hardest times to be alive in human history.
Because we got delusional people in office.
But we also have, you know what it is? We have a memory of what it was to be able to have a functional economy in society where rules mattered and, people followed the law and whatnot. Opportunity was prevalent. And then we also understand like, this shit should not be happening. But we have no choice but to go with it. And we're so distracted, the law of abundance of things we have accumulated in our lifetime. Everybody we know, good jobs, got access to many of the things that frivolous things they really want. Then the distractions are everywhere. Social media, your timeline is rigged. Your messages, your cell phone service going in and out no matter what plan you got. Media, you can watch anything anywhere, but not really. You feel me? So it's like, we're almost like being mind controlled in the space we're in right now, and it's kind of like crazy, but it's like it's not really. It's almost like it's futile to fight against it because you're catching it from
because
so
you're
many
in
angles.
your own bubble.
Yeah, like
Fake.
and by the time you, like I said, we was talking about the war a couple of weeks ago, and it's like, oh shit, now the gas is really starting to slow up. We just got our last thing, and it's already $6 a gallon over here. You feel me? So, I'm terrified to see how far this goes.
Oh, we about to head towards another pandemic.
Oh yeah, we got
And I really-
Oh yeah, did you hear about
the
that
hantavirus or whatever?
That ship?
Yeah, the hantavirus. 30% mortality rate. That's crazy. COVID was 0.05.
I'm not.
Listen, and also there's no cure. It's a respiratory disease that is going to take you straight up out of here.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be
Niggas barely survived the last one.
Oh my lord, what is going? This is really sad. Please, let's keep them quarantined away from us. Like, just disinfect everything. Just burn it down at this point. We don't need that, especially because I already know how New York City give it up. We're going to be the epicenter again because stop touching people with your hands. Like, that's going to be going on. People's going to keep touching stuff. I already know niggas not going to follow rules because, during the pandemic, once again, big money vehicles in the backyard. Everybody's supposed to stay inside. Niggas will
Leave
still
me
have parties.
alone.
So I already know niggas not going to follow the rules once again.
Niggas was getting paid in that
Oh.
pandemic.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely do PPE. Whatever.
I wouldn't
I'm
do
definitely
that
doing
because they going after them right now. Actually, they just started giving out summons for everybody. To be
six years. I'm good. Well, I can figure something out. 6 years later. What?
You too big.
But
you too big to be in jail,
Huh?
bro. They're gonna treat you like an old mattress.
Oh, don't do. Oh, hey, hell no, nigga. I'll protect my butthole.
You big. They gonna jump you off principle and be like, all right, whose turn is it now?
Oh nah, you see, that's some crazy shit. But let's talk about some celebrity news, man. A lot of NFL players are in court this week, man. We have, I didn't really put this on the docket, but Tyreek Hill is on court for almost breaking a woman's leg during a football drill, and he apparently has a tall woman fetish, as this woman is over 6 foot. But we'll let that story continue because the trial just started with that. So I'm gonna wait for more information to come out. But one person who's happy, Stefon Diggs, man, my boy got it. Talk about it, Slick.
Oh man, I knew he was smashing his chef. So Stefon Diggs was found not guilty on charges of the strangulation. Remember that came out the week of the Super Bowl. He had strangled his personal chef. It seems to have been an extortion attempt. We got home video. Shorty admitted that he was taking her to Pound Town while Cardi and all the other baby mamas was pregnant. Yeah, man. You knew Stefon Diggs was nasty. He touched everything apparently. So,
boy,
and that was like
that man over here. And she was only upset because she was down to be a side piece, but she was like, "My nigga, how many other girls are you fucking?" Because apparently she was supposed to go to Art Basel with him in Miami. At the last minute, he said, "No, you're not."
Her.
Uninvited her, and he said, "I got some new Jones in the way." And she was like, "I'm cool with Cardi. Me and Cardi laugh about." So I'm like, "Cardi's down with you having a shout out to Cardi out here for having a nigga have a side chick too. Shout out to you, Cardi. Shout out to my Bronx women." But at a point, she was like, "Damn, how many bitches are you fucking, Stefon?" like this nigga over here is a wild boy. So after that, and she started claiming that he didn't pay her. Then they got into an argument. Mind you, the day that she got supposedly strangled, a few hours later, she was over here hitting the Reebok dance. And I don't know why people keep saying the Dougie, because y'all niggas is too young to, how do y'all don't even know that's the Reebok? But you saw that video, Slick?
Yeah, I seen it.
And oh my God, women, if y'all gonna go take a nigga to trial, please practice speaking to the prosecutor or the lawyer or whatever, because what happened?
From a legal standpoint, right? If I know I'm taking a nigga to court about him choking and strangling the fuck out of me, what is best for you to do is to not post anything. And I do mean do not post anything. Don't even get up and go to your homegirl house and start doing the damn running man or whatever the fuck she was doing. Because somebody I'm not a lawyer, but somebody is always gonna tell on you. And I know her fucking lawyer saw that video, buttons evidence, and was like, "This bitch is bad enough. You can't answer any simple questions on a stand." And now they got evidence like this. You know what? I quit. You don't need me no more.
Yo, this case was so funny. It's like, cause and the lawyer was asking a question. What is your name? What the hell does that even have to do? And then the lawyer's like, you said that he paid you this. I don't understand the question. you said in a text message that he sent you. I don't understand what's going on.
Even the judge was fed up. She was like, listen, today it's a yes or a no. We don't need a whole entire backstory. It's just a yes or a no.
And then she kept trying to bring up. And she kept trying to bring up other women. Like, yo, you really a snitch. You really a op for real. Like, why you keep averting about me having multiple bitches? That's not the point of this case right now. The point of the case is you lied on my good name. And also you try to feed me dried up hot dogs when I'm paying you $2,000 a week to make me some food.
Because that wasn't the food he was eating.
That boy nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you. That Stefon. Yo, I still remember the story when he was in Buffalo when they said like he was at a hotel and he had two of his Johns on different floors and he was interchanging it at night. Yeah.
Wow, boy.
That boy wild. That boy wild right there. You know who else is wild? Mr. Pay for Shit. Oh, what y'all know about Boston Richey?
Nothing.
What you know about Boston Richey? You seem so
I know
excited.
that because that boy. Because no, you know why I'm so happy about this because for the last year or two, especially you, Big Money V, I'm putting you in that. Yeah, he's been making pandering songs while this nigga has publicly admitted to messing with a 16, 17-year-old Tatiana. But you girls was over here, help me. Oh my God, that's Mr. Pay for Shit. Oh my God, I love it. You see, I need a nigga who's Mr. Pay for Shit. I need a guy who's Mr. Pay for Shit. Until Mr. Pay for Shit tell you to strap it up and bend him over. No.
Hey, listen, a quick dollar. Listen, if niggas is into that, and if you willing to oblige, go for it.
No, I'm not accepting that, Big Money V, because you guys blatantly went over the fact that he was abusing and having an open relationship with a 17-year-old
y'all do that
girl.
with Aaron Hall, R. Kelly, Diddy.
Why you? Hey.
But yeah.
What about Madonna over here? Madonna out here wilding.
And so it's Cher, but I never agreed with anything like that.
Oh, no, Cher. That's Vince's coochie right there. But that's neither here nor there. You see, you got me off topic. So apparently, Tatiana went on her social medias. I guess he was sending her, which was nasty, by the way, if it's true. He was sending people some sex tapes of them and talking shit about her. And I think she got upset and started releasing some screenshots. And one of the screenshots, she saw that she went to a store and bought Slick. She went to a store, right? She went to a sex store. She got one of them strap-ons with the big dildo. And he was like, when he saw the image, guess what he said, Slick?
What?
He said, "Come home now." He couldn't wait to put that to use. Y'all not finding this funny? Hold on, I'm proud about myself.
No, because wait, no, because I don't find nothing funny about that. Because first of all, the male G spot is in the booty. It's in the booty hat. So let's start there. That's the man who comfortable with his booty hat.
All right, so Slick, as a person who like their butt,
We will not kink shame.
what's going on over here? Is this the next level? Let's talk to us over here. You got expertise in this.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. You wildin', you disrespectful. They ain't go that far. Now you about to bring up old rhetoric. I'm about to, they gonna hate you again by the end of this episode. Don't do it.
What? You're the person who has most opinion.
I said
like, what's your thoughts about this situation,
we
man?
ain't going that far.
Wait.
A tongue is fun, but if you pegging, you dying. Relax.
Oh, so you the stamp.
Yeah, you better treat it like a Hershey. Don't be wilding now. Look, yo.
Well, apparently, what happened?
What's the question?
We cannot kink shame.
We don't kink. Nah, That's
No.
No.
You see, this is why you can't be vulnerable
No.
with women over here. Because soon as
I'm
you
just like, what y'all being vulnerable about? The nigga he likes to get dug out. Okay, that's his.
no, you shouldn't expose her. Tatiana was wrong for exposing that. Why you say that's our little thing?
Well,
Then
I like a tit for tat because here you are thinking you Mr. pay for shit, but do these niggas know you like for me to play in your ass? Like I dig you out almost every single night. We want to look at my nudes and everything else. First of all, you're going to jail for revenge porn. Let's start there.
Yeah.
But before, and you know, some people don't want to take it to the legal system and start exposing niggas, which I 100% do that shit because sometimes people do need to learn their lesson. Hey, teach his own. All I know is that you couldn't pay me you couldn't pay me to do that. Oh,
well,
baby, I'm getting the fuck
apparently
ASAP.
he said that she was blackmailing him and he was making him pay like $100K a week. And I guess he was tired of paying it. So that's why she came out, and that's his version of the story. And also he said the strap-on was for girls that they brought into the bedroom together. So he was trying to say that she was using the strap-on on. I'm just being.
But it's a text message of no. But like Shorty said that there was a text message of like him saying like, oh wow, send this to my homeboy because I think he would be interested in that too. So haha, you been fucking this nigga too. Oh,
she put the homie in there too. Like homie, like why you say fuck me for?
Homeboy liked the big dick in him too. So yeah.
The moral of the story is don't mess with underage girls and don't be vulnerable with women, man. Get yourself a nice little escort who you have to pay to keep it quiet and make her sign an NDA and get your rocks off with your fetish. Don't do it with your shorty. Because there be one time where, that's why I digged your butt out every night. Like, what can you say in an argument, Slick, if your girl say that in front of everybody? Like, you just got to be there with that.
You better be ready to go
she
jump
did
on.
it.
You better be on the ledge of the bridge. It's over.
Like, and you supposed to be this hardcore gangster rapper who's selling mad weight out here, and you getting weight dumped off of you.
But that is the main people. Those are the main ones.
Yo, one of the intros of the song is he's clapping this, and that's his booty cheeks. Yeah, I'm having too much fun for this because I don't like this. I don't like his rapper because this rapper over here, he tried to do the whole pandering route, Slick, and I hate these pander ass niggas like them Derek Jack niggas. He got himself in some bullshit with some snitching allegation and some abuse allegations. So you know what? I'm gonna manipulate the women and talking about Mr. Pay for shit. If a nigga, you feel me? Too old for spaghetti. I think something like that went viral. So now look at this nigga. I hope the women stand beside you when they know that you get your butt dug out over here. Well, also this next news, I know this has been a week or so, but fellas, please do not engage with women in the next month because they hate us because of this light-skinned devil. Klay Thompson. But he made us look bad over here, man. He got the women upset. This is old news, but what's your general thoughts about the breakup between Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson? It's had the world in a frenzy. Who want to go first?
I don't care.
Facts.
But
my whole thing about it is, shout out to that UK podcaster, but do you think that Meg made Klay? That's what they was trying to say, Slick. A 4-time champion, a nigga who scored 60 points off of 7 dribbles. Going to the Hall of Famer. They said Meg Thee Stallion, dating Meg Thee Stallion made him who he is.
They did nothing for either one of them. That was the perfect example of, all right, you famous, you cool, I'm cool, we could be cool together. Perfect example. If this was 4 years ago when she was popping, when she had the crown of probably the most prolific female rapper, in terms of output and hits and everything, and he was still in Golden State, then maybe I'd be like, maybe it sway one way or the other. He Klay Thompson, he gonna always be Klay Thompson. She Meg Thee Stallion, she always gonna be Meg Thee Stallion. Nothing changed. people just like to argue. It'd be the young hoes that really care about this type of stuff.
Yeah, but I'm with the young hoes with this one. I'm with the women. I'm not gonna try to pander to women, you know. But he did that corny shit that us guys hate. You sit here, you know, you want to just fuck with Shorty because you know she's who she is and she got a nice body. Instead of you don't got the game to let her know what it is up front. So what you do? Make this bitch fall in love with you. Think it's a relationship about to go on. You making her meet the family. Slick, we know the tricks. You make her meet the family, cook the family, make her think she good with the family. Whole time you don't see a future with Shorty. You know, so what you end up doing, Slick? You can't break up with her because she didn't technically do nothing wrong. So what do, Slick? You gotta get caught to being an evil nigga. You gotta be caught being a villain so it could justify y'all can't be together. We know the play, Slick.
Hey, make her break up.
We know the play. Make her break up with you. And then that's when you let her know, like, I'm not ready for monogamy. And that's why I'm like, oh shit, I'm with the women. I'm with the women because I know the play that niggas do. And that was a bad. I'm like, Klay, you don't have to be that nigga. You Klay Thompson. You could have been straight up with her. But you did some corny nigga shit by you had this Shorty making a good meal. Your daddy was very happy because he got a white wife over here. And he finally getting to taste some food with some flavor. You saw him in that video. He went back for seconds. You bought a house. That's a lot of stuff I'm talking about. I'm like, oh shit, I'm with the girls with this one, Slick, because it's like you bought a house together and you bought her a boat and you made her cook fat, and then you're gonna tell her that you don't believe in monogamy. And the thing about it too is, as guys, I can see us guys get into that if we don't know about the girl in the beginning, and then we find out, oh shit, she a hoe and whatnot. Then that's when niggas pull that trick. But I'm like, yo, Meg Thee Stallion bullshit's been out there for years, my nigga. Everybody know about her. Everybody know about niggas she fucked. So it's not like you're dating a private hoe that you didn't know was a hoe, and then you find out she was a hoe. Not saying make the hoe, but it's like you dated someone that you already know her dating history for fake. So it's like for you not to sit here and think you don't see a future, or you don't want to be monogamous with her after portraying that with her. I ain't gonna lie, that was lame shit. You made us light skinned niggas look bad, Klay.
Not that deep.
Made us light skinned niggas look bad.
Not that deep to me. I don't care. He still can shoot.
Yeah, but fellas,
she still can clap.
Yeah,
everything is okay.
I don't know. He looked trash in the Mavs. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mavs was trash in general.
What you call it, the Met Gala, man? What y'all thought about the Met Gala?
Only came from Beyonce.
I'm not going to front. This was one of the first years in a while I didn't really pay attention to the fits. What was the theme this year?
A lot of the guys they was hating on a lot of guys. The guys didn't do shit this year. But the shout out to Sierra. Sierra looked great.
What was the theme?
Doechii looked real good. It was something about concepts of art. I think that's what it was.
Oh, and I think this is the one that Beyonce was leading, right?
Mm-hmm. One shorty came dressed as a statue. I was so surprised. I said, "Oh shit!"
Costume art. So for fashion is art. So I think that's what it is. So the co-chair was Beyonce, Nicole Kidman, Venus Williams, and Anna Wintour.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the girls brought it. I thought the girls brought their A game. I ain't gonna lie. D-Wade, you're not beating the allegations, my nigga. You came in there with that big ass suit pants and that little tank top. Love you, D-Wade, but come on, gang. Shout out to Dempsey. I think he did a good job.
He didn't bring nothing.
I like this outfit. It was simple though. Sometimes simple is good though. So wait, who you had as best dressed then, Big Money V?
I'm biased. So, but I would say for me, the only outfit that I truly enjoyed was Doechii's and Doja Cat.
Sabrina Carpenter looked great. Oh my God, that's a good milk of magnesium.
We know.
Don't do that. What you thoughts about A$AP Rocky and Rihanna arguing?
My business.
I just want to put that out there because Iceman, baby, what you know. Anywho, let's get to the next one, man, real quick. What's your thoughts about Akaash Singh leaving the Flagrant podcast, Slick? As remember, we discussed this a couple months ago when he got into hot water over his wife's comments about being run through a white boy frat, and he finally left. I just want just real quick, so let's go quick topic. I just want to hear your thoughts on it real quick. You think it was good for him to leave the podcast after that public debacle with his wife?
Yeah, it's a podcast, bro. People leave.
Oh my God, this nigga not trying to pod. Let's go to the music over here. All right. Are y'all here for some new Migo music? So They finally reactivated their Instagram. So that means Offset and Quavo is in the studio. Are we excited for some new Migos music?
It's giving, bro.
Recession indicator.
Oh, y'all don't do that.
Bro.
You know my boy owes some people.
Recession indicator. Niggas really don't fuck with each other, and it don't work without Takeoff.
Offset trying to pay back little TJ.
Come on, he owes some casino some money too. I think they got enough. Because I think they had enough record off of the Uncle Nephew that they can use for Takeoff. But I'm here for it though.
They can't afford to gas up those luxury cars they bought when they was hot. It's okay. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
But they're one of the top 5 rap groups. Got to be in the top 5.
Of what?
They have
Ain't
in
no
the top 5?
groceries in that mansion that he took from Cardi B.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do my boy Offset like that.
Probably can't pay his property tax.
Y'all do it. Oh, let's go to Chris Brown over here because that's disrespectful right now. Chris Brown released the track list for his album. By the time this episode comes out, the album will be out. But Slick and Big Money V, since y'all are 2 big Chris Brown friends, what's your prediction and how y'all feel about the track list? Are y'all excited? And it was his birthday too, so happy belated birthday to him. Talk to us.
Now the album going to hit. I mean, if you're a Chris Brown fan, it's not really much wrong he could do. He might put a couple songs we don't like out there. I think every single, even Holy Blindfold, was decent to me. But I think, It Depends was a bop. I'll Be a Savop. I like Falling, the new joint he just dropped with Leon Thomas.
I love it.
I think the fact
I'm obsessed.
I'm from what the internet is saying, because the album already came out overseas, it's getting pretty positive. A lot of positive press. They saying it's a real R&B joint. Not as much urban-esque R&B, I guess you could say, like the genre hopping, maybe little elements here or there. So I'm excited to see it. I don't think he's going to do crazy numbers. I just don't think people sell. Like, he might do, like, if he's a good week for Chris right now, might be like 90,000, just because of the success of the tour last year. He got the Grammy his last album. It Depends did well streaming. I think people are paying attention to Fallen and Obvious. So yeah, I mean, it's all you could really hope for. Just hope it's a good. I know it's not cohesive because 27 songs, hard to make a 27 song cohesive album.
So that's why I want to ask. Can I ask that question, man? At this point in his stage, do he need concepts for these albums?
I think
he need a direction, or does his music have to mature? Because I'm gonna get to this topic when it comes to Jay-Z, but go ahead.
I think 11:11 was a concept because it was very, I don't want to say spiritual, but it was like almost not like godly spiritual, but like just like tapping into energies and like very much it had like a reoccurring theme and like the music. It was very much not your standard Chris Brown album. It sounded like a mature version of a Chris Brown album that we got. Like there's songs on there that really like I could see him that like catching on as he ages. So I think this one, if he's trying to stay in that pocket and if it's like the theme is going to be R&B, it could still work. 27 is a lot, but then I'm pretty sure it's half the songs are gonna be like 2 minutes and like 45 seconds. It's not like he's giving you Bruno Mars as 6-minute R&B songs or Weeknd as 7-minute songs. You feel me? Then we have a problem. Most artists, when they drop a big album with a good budget, you getting like an hour and 15 minutes worth of music anyway. So
okay. Big Money V, as a lot of Chris Brown fan, what's your thoughts on the album?
I feel like it's going to be good. I just don't agree with the feature list. Like Lil Baby, scratch that. Please let it go. Because the promo of how he put it, I would never put anything that I wouldn't put this album with Glorilla. I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't even put it with Sexy Red. I definitely think that's a bad collab.
You don't think you could kind of tell what type of song that is.
People have been hitting and missing with these features. Like I even mentioned this with the Summer Walker album. Like that album did not need as many features as it did. Mm-hmm. And even with this one, I feel like you could have just, you just scrapped those 3 people. Because if this is trying to be like a good R&B work of art, get rid of the garbage. I'm so sorry.
I think I
didn't say it
like
like
some of the
that.
features because Lucky Day. I know that song gonna slap.
That's long overdue. That is a
Yeah.
long overdue thing.
You know him and
And-
Tink, him and Tink always do good together on tracks. I love him and Tink. Friday, I can see. I'm not disappointed.
Potential.
Yeah, that has potential. Vibes Cartel. I think that might have. I think I'm excited for that to hear Chris Brown and Vibes Cartel on a song. I think he's gonna do a big one with that one. Now the NBA YoungBoy, I don't know because you know Chris Brown is the big Pyru, so Red Rum. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but outside of that, and the Sexy and Glorilla song, but Chris always do a good job of having those type of songs there though. So let's see. I'm excited for it though. 27 songs. The Brown album, and he's going on tour with Usher. Also, speaking of that, do you think Usher's going to release like an EP or an album before the tour starts?
I think he should.
Nah.
He probably should.
He's not here for a new Usher album or EP?
I'm here for a new Usher album as long as he leaves the little fist bumping shit alone. Cause oh my God was the opening. So all of that other shit that we got. Wait, what was his last album again? It was with that LMA song, and I was definitely not feeling that.
Good. You don't like that?
Relax.
With 21 Savage?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Lord. All right, man. A lot of the stuff. Are you excited for the French Montana and Rick Ross versus?
That's the thing?
Do you know who you're speaking to? No, damn well. I'm sure I know French Montana, nothing.
What's wrong with French Montana?
When he did that shit, when he dropped the album with songs that he dropped over 5 years and tried to say he went platinum or gold in a week, I was like, bro, you wildin'. Did nobody listen to these damn songs?
Oh yeah. So actually it's going on right now. To speaking of which, when we recorded this,
exactly.
Versus.
Who knew?
Rick Ross, I don't like that little comment talking about you're gonna mute the boys' vocals when you have to play most of the tracks over here. I hope you lose the verses. But anywho, man, Jay-Z, man, what's your thoughts about Jay-Z? He recently did an interview. In the interview, he said that if you're trying to make young music and you're not young, it's going to be inauthentic. People could feel that. I love what the Clips are doing right now and how authentic it is to them. What's your thoughts about that? Everybody thinking that's a shot at Drake for making young music. But then, a lot of discourse on the internet is like, why is Drake getting all of this discourse where you have artists like Juicy J, Future, and all these other quote-unquote old artists making young people music? What's your thoughts?
I don't think it was a direct hit. It's his own personal opinion. Because honestly, like at this point in time, the way that music is going, everybody's looking for that next trendy song that just goes with something. Nobody's focused on making classics anymore. It's just something for a quick feel, basically. Something that's going to do a quick numbers. And nobody's really looking at the material. Nobody's thinking like forward on projects anymore. It's just like, oh, let me release something just to keep me still high. Oh, people working with this beat, I'm gonna go with it. Like, and it so happens that Drake and everybody else fits into that category.
I agree, but my whole thing with the Clips is they just released an album that was kind of like a little more mature. But Pusha T, before this album, we was getting on him for still putting drug bars for real, and I'm like, nigga, you haven't touched a brick of cocaine since 2000. And you, I don't like it. I think if I know hip hop is a young person game, but we don't need our old artists talking about shit that they don't want to talk about. If old artists don't want to talk about what's about their private life, they don't have to. What's your thoughts?
I think it's all about relevancy.
So my thoughts, well, in terms of the whole comment, I did think it's like it's not coming from a genuine place in the sense of like, we know him and Drake been in a shadow beef for years. I've also
this nigga was 41 made niggas in Paris. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry, I just remember that.
I think there's definitely a track record of me wanting a more mature Drake album for years because I saw the formula. Not saying it doesn't work because he's still the number one streaming artist, but like just wanting something that sounds a little different from what I hope we get from Iceman. But I'm not going to condemn him in the sense of like, yo, bro, you're not that young people music and shit. Some because that's like for older dogs. I thought that when I first heard it, and then I like a lot of the songs for older dogs.
My whole thing about and I don't want to talk about Drake too much because next week I'm gonna go on a whole full rant next week, so I'll rather save all that. But the introspective, because me and you have always had this debate about Drake's music. I'm like, I don't think people actually listen to the lyrics because he is very introspective, and he also really talks about a lot of his stuff what he goes through in his music. I could pinpoint it. He doesn't do it for the whole album, yes, but he does give you a good amount of songs where he is introspective and a little bit much more mature with everything that's going on in his life. And I don't think he necessarily makes young people music. I think he just makes music. He's a bachelor in the height of his career. He doesn't have a family. He has a family, but he's not married or whatnot. So you expect him to talk about what old people shit is he doing right now? He's not. But I disagree with Jay-Z.
I mean, that nigga, he be talking about fucking 22-year-olds at 40. That's where I'll be like, come on, bro. We could say it in a more elegant way.
But is that something new? There's plenty of niggas that age, fucking 21-year-olds. I think Jay-Z fucked a 20. Jay-Z was over here 30-something over here talking about Beyonce. I got the baddest chick in the ring wearing my chain. That nigga was in his 30s.
I'll give it to you.
You feel me? But Iceman next week, man. We gonna be off of that. Shout out to the Complex top media list. You had Academics as number 1, Joe Budden as number 2. You got New Warrior Mall at 7. I think they did a pretty good job on their list. Anybody saw the list?
I saw a couple of people on it.
Did you agree with it?
I'm not mad at it. I think we think about the space and Complex's audience, it makes sense.
Only thing they're missing is us. Slick, like, niggas is not fucking with us over here. Like, we the top 5 podcasts in New York City, right? Big Money V?
It's good manifestation.
Hey, you know what? You exit. Over here.
I'm trying to be positive.
We take a month off and niggas took our spot.
Oh, nigga, I'm trying to be positive.
Out here. Now, turn up, Slick. We got to make it next year. Put us there right now. This might not go well on the Complex. Yes.
You don't receive it?
I don't care if you're in the top 50. Hold on. Was there a top 50?
Was it?
Hold on. Cause I'm gonna talk to some niggas over there. Speedy just left, so there's a void there. We could go there, Slick. Niggas playing with our head tops. Niggas missed a whole month. Blame Slick, by the way. And then niggas don't want to put us on that list over there. Don't do that.
You can blame me. It's my fault.
Cause look who they got. They got DJ Academics, Joe Budden, DJ Vlad, Jadakiss, Charlemagne. They got a racist nigga, Anthony Fantamo over here. New Warrior Mall, Ebro, Packboy Max, On the Radar, Kostanek. Kostanek haven't streamed since September. Nah, we could make top 35. We could make top 35. We coming for the top 35. I don't care if it is 35. So like we there, right, guys?
Mm-hmm. We in route.
Let's go to the sports. I think it's pissing me off. What's your thoughts about the Austin Rivers versus Draymond Green?
Austin
debacle?
Rivers aired that nigga out. Cause you know what it is? It's always somebody on. This is where I wake up. It's always somebody on the team that be talking shit that don't got no business talking. But like, nigga, you only up because you hit, because you with them. You running with them. You get to do your job. You fell into the perfect situation. Not saying Draymond's not a Hall of Famer like Austin Reeves said, but like, yo, you fell into the perfect pro situation. You developed as a player in 4 years. Austin Rivers was him for the time he was in 9th grade. We all seen Austin Rivers. Even if them don't watch basketball, they might think he's Klay Thompson based on how platinum his hoop mixtape is.
Facts.
And I think saying the thing is real. It's like, yo, bro, it's like you talking crazy. Like, we get it. You fell and you had all these Hall of Famers on your team. You got to plan to be the glue guy. You're a Hall of Fame glue guy. But when nobody was there, nigga, it was like you wasn't there anyway, and you played 30 minutes. So I hope they do play that one-on-one. That's what we have. We're going to get the one-on-one All-Star. We're going to have one-on-one beefs. Pat Bev versus Trae Young. Give me Gilbert Arenas versus anybody he be talking smack to. Like,
yeah, because what you gonna call it? He said like, oh, we averaged the same points in high school. Nigga, no, you didn't. Everybody know Austin Rivers mixtape is probably one of the greatest sports mixtape ever. And college, he was only there for 6 months. And mind you, all this started slick was really Austin Rivers was giving him a compliment, was complimenting him for Draymond just to jump out the gate with that and talking about the biggest bailout since Trump. Because his dad, I'm like, that was uncalled for. So I'm with Austin Rivers with this. Draymond wilding, but you can't talk to him because we had a situation a couple months ago with Kmart, and because of his 4 championships, he feels like he could talk to Kmart any type of way. And I'm just like, Kmart was a way better player than you.
You did. I mean, just give Draymond had a early run where it was like before KD got there, where it was like, all right, he dropped. Remember, he did drop 30 something in Game 7 of the finals. Like, he's a good player. But it's just like, come on, bro. What are we doing here? Like, you can't be on the decline talking crazy to niggas. That's where I feel like, yo, if you gonna talk, say that when you was up. Like right now, you a Steph Curry friendship away from being out of the league.
That's a fact. And then he was on the NBA on ESPN or whatever, the new NBA spot. He threw a little shot at Chuck. And I'm like, you don't compare to Chuck. The only thing you have over Chuck is the championship. Right. That's what I be saying with these championships, niggas me, because I'm like, nigga, you got KD. Like, some of your championship are a little flawed. Let's talk about it. 2 of their championship is a little shaky. Because it's like, nigga, you went and got one of the top 3 niggas in the league to come join already organized team already. And for fake, you the one that pushed them out of the league, out of the team. Then y'all won a championship with someone else, with the person that's supposed to take over. You punched that nigga in the face. Mind you, nigga, you the real cause of the dynasty falling apart right now. for Frank Slick, he's the real cause of why the Warriors is where they at right now. You bought Durant, good. All right. Y'all lost a little finals with the Raptors or whatever. You got this nigga out the team. Then all right, cool. Y'all finally drafted some good players. Got Jordan Poole. What the fuck you do? You go punch the nigga in the face, and now look at y'all. You got Stephen Curry over here not making the playoff for seven time in a row. He didn't make the playoffs or some shit like that. That's what they're saying.
They won the chip in 22. Lakers knocked them out in 23. I don't think they made the last 2 or 3 playoffs.
So look at that. You messing with my boy's Hall of Fame career. But let's on to the NBA though. Playoffs, man. Knicks tape. So last episode we recorded, you was upset with the Knicks because how they was handling the Hawks. I think they heard you, Slick, because they proceeded to put DTA on niggas.
Yeah, because they made an adjustment. That's what mattered.
But what's your thoughts about what's going on in the playoffs right now? We up 2-0 with the 76ers. You was a little sad yesterday, but we came out with the victory. Talk to us.
Yeah, now OG got hurt, so we hope he's good. I've been like the Knicks. I'm starting to look at them kind of like the 2003 Detroit Pistons. Like they were a good team. We didn't think they were gonna win a chip, but it's like they had every position covered. And I think with the Knicks, if OG can be okay, if Mitch is all right, we don't want to be down two key rotation players tomorrow for the next couple of games. But I mean, they got a chance. But Detroit looks good. Cade Cunningham looks like the best player in the East right now. With Tatum coming off an injury, Embiid body hobbled, just from a size standpoint, skill standpoint, they don't have a lot of scoring in Detroit. But it's like that man looks like the best player in the East. So if they can get past Philly, which hopefully we do in the next 3 games, Detroit is going to look like a monster after they done smoke Cleveland's boots. So shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to Mike Brown for making adjustments. But come on, bro. We got to make sure. Don't let off the gas.
All right. What's your thoughts about the other?
Minnesota game. Minnesota, Anthony Edwards came back, but San Antonio put belt to ass, so that was crazy. Lakers, they're going to lose in 5. If not 4, they might get swept. Nobody's doing nothing with OKC except for San Antonio, and they struggling with Minnesota right now. And then what's the other city?
Ew.
Yeah, that's where we at right now. We draft the draft lottery is Sunday, so we find out where all the top picks are going. So that's gonna be interesting. So exciting times.
Oh man. And real quick, have you been seeing Adrien Broner on stream, man? What's your thoughts about that, my nigga?
Sometimes you gotta be like, yo, you need a team. Somebody gotta go help him. He's doing too much. I saw he was asking for the money for the Uber and whatnot. I was like, it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, so it's sad though. But let's get to our song of the week, man. If you listen to this on YouTube, please exit and go to your favorite streaming platform, preferably a live podcast app on iOS and Android. Or you can find our previous song of the week on our previous playlist or our Spotify music playlist. Oh, that was R2R Mo right there. Shout out to East Harlem right there, man. New York on. Slick, I need you to listen to that whole album for me, Slick. Let me know your feedback on him, man.
I got you.
I think he's the next artist up from New York. Go support us, man. All right, you can find our previous song of the week on our previous playlist or our Spotify music playlist, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite, Slick.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Toxic Service announcement. You ain't know who we were sponsored by. The one and only Heart of Moisture.
This Might Not Go Well podcast is sponsored by Heart of Moisture, your most trusted distributors in all things beauty. From hair products to wellness tools and more, we provide you with access to beauty supplies from wherever you are. Follow us on all social platforms at Heart of Moisture and visit our website at heartofmoisture.com. Let us know how we can serve your community when it comes to your wellness needs. Email us at admin@heartofmoisture.com for more information. Essentials with ease.
Yeah, shout out to Princess and Wendy. Hopefully, Wendy, you loving that bundle of joy that you have, man. Go support Black women business, man. The queen of toxicity had to step away, but we're gonna still bring the toxicity here. Slick, right, for the TSA?
Of course.
All righty, man. Real quick, I know this is a little old story, but what was your thoughts about the JP Morgan executive scandal?
I knew that shit was fake. I knew that was a long story because I was like, there's no way. There's no way. This white woman not risking her job like this. Got a sex slave.
And he was like, yeah, yo, Asian fish wife don't have cannons like these. I was like, oh no, who still says cannons? So it was fake?
I believe it was fake. They said it was like there was a lawsuit that came out, but it wasn't written like how it was written. It wasn't what the actual story have. I gotta find it again. I think I saved the tweet somewhere, but yeah, it was like it's fabric. That's why I went away so fast.
Oh man, because I was about to sit here and say, you were getting a celebration birthday blowjob and you're going to get promoted? Like what? I was like, why can't it be? So like I've never been in no position.
That's funny.
What you talk about? I get a blowjob and I get to fuck this girl with big titties and get a promotion. Where was I? Like they said like the lineup, the application, they got so much applications after this came out. It was crazy, man. I was like, this is crazy. So they also had a video. I don't know if that's AI. I think that might be AI. Yeah, this shit might be fake for real. Because I can't find no information. So I apologize for that one because her headshot is in plenty of those pictures. And that's worse than what the Patriots coach. Yo, Slick, speaking of this, we didn't put this in the sports, but what's your thoughts about this Patriot coach scandal situation? We talked about it by a little, but Slick, it comes to the point where they got footage of her when she was pregnant at a boat with this man. His shit is gang. I'm like, yo, but Slick, there's gotta be a personal vendetta because nobody's really discussing this. And they keep coming out with new things now to the point where I didn't even know Slick. She named one of her kids Michael.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's nasty outside.
Slick, what would you do in this situation if you? Okay, let's put you in a different situation. I don't know what you think about this, but if your wife was telling you, yeah, we should name it Michael. Okay, yeah, like the Bible, right? to find out that was like her
I
ex-man or something.
The way my ego set up, that wasn't happening. The way my ego set up, he wasn't getting that. Who this nigga? So
wait, let me ask you. You don't have to answer this. You don't have to answer this. But when you was naming your daughter, did she tell you like no bitches that you fucked? You didn't put no name.
Nah, bro. I wouldn't even play that game. Never ever. I wouldn't want that on my conscience.
Like, I don't know. If I was in that situation, name change. I don't care how long she's been saying it. Name change right away. You can't name a kid that of anybody in your past, for real. I think that's the most disrespectful shit ever.
Yeah, you're not getting that off.
To name the kid Michael. Now, I don't know if it's real or not, but the alleged husband is asking for a DNA test, which I don't blame him.
I saw that
because after that video of her at that boatyard and she's visibly pregnant and he's right there and it's packed from the pandemic, I wouldn't trust that kid's minds either too. They've been fucking for a minute, and whoever she pissed off in the media, they're coming after you. Now, Slick, speaking of the Meg Thee Stallion, which we talked about earlier, you could check on Twitter for the Kev on Stage. How do you feel about this? And also, if you were single and on a date and this person asked you this question, how would you react?
How you feel about Megan Thee Stallion overall, from everything in her life, is a good litmus test for how you think about relationships.
How you think about women?
How you think about women?
Starting with women.
How you think about so many things. You want to date a nigga? First thing, before they bring the bread, tell me what you think about Meg Thee Stallion. From Tory Lanez to Klay Thompson. Guarantee you that's going to tell you what kind of man you're dealing with.
This is a great dating question now.
What are your thoughts on? I guarantee you, however you see the world,
you can cut it off.
You go find out whether they agree.
This is the most bullshit shit I ever heard in my life, Slick. I'm walking out, Slick. I'm gonna get the bill, and I'm walking the fuck out. If you ask me this on a first date, how I feel about Meg Thee Stallion, Slick.
I actually think it's a good question.
Really?
Elaborate. I feel like it's a great question for certain groups. Like, this is a black to black question. This is not an interracial dating question. This is this is me and a black woman question, because there was a lot of divide. The Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion situation caused a lot of divide, a lot of controversy in terms of like how people perceived it. Even the Klay Thompson situation, how do you look at it? Because it definitely speaks to across the board tropes in black relationships. It speaks across the board to like where you saw yourself on that line. I remember when the boys, we was like, wait, first you was like, this nigga rich, he ain't dumb enough to do this stupid shit. Like, she lying, right? That was the first thing a lot of niggas went to. A lot of them went to the believe black women. Came to find out it was a little bit of both. We both was a little bit wrong.
Okay, so with that being said, Slick, I would say it's a good question if the person who's asking, the woman who asked the question, is more open than just having Meg Thee Stallion as a victim in their eyes.
You have to be able to see the line. Like, you have to be able to be like, there is not 100% right or wrong. We're not going to know 100% right or wrong, but like, this nigga put himself in a dumbass situation. She also did some stupid shit. Somebody told the story they shouldn't.
And lied.
And she lied about some shit. And it's like, all right, cool. It was not 100% one way or the other, right? In your feelings, people was moving shady. It's like, accountability. Accountability is probably the biggest thing out of the Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez part of the story.
Facts.
Klay and Meg,
100%.
How you feel about it? I like, again, these is rich people, good looking people with money. The rules don't apply. Yeah. But they both wrong.
And they both move too quickly.
Yeah, and I
already said it, how I feel about the Klay Thompson situation, but with the Tory Lanez situation, I've been said that I don't care about, okay, this is going to sound bad. I don't care about the shooting per se. I say it's Tory Lanez's fault, period. And I'm not talking about the shooting. You got too big for your britches, my nigga. You was feeling yourself. You signed that Facebook deal. You was on point. You started fucking two women, two best friends. Slick, let's run this down real quick. Started fucking two best friends, Slick. You take two best friends that don't know that you fucking both of them to another party, Slick. You go flirt with another girl right in front of their face. both of y'all are drunk and you go leave with these two best friends. No matter what happens, Slick, that's his fault. Because where was the logic clicking in for you in that situation? No matter about the whole gunshot thing. So I had that as fault. But to me, it's like I still have to walk away from the date. Because if you asking me this question on the first date, I don't mind you asking me this question like 2 or 3 dates or 4 dates when you kind of know my character a little bit, you know this, why in the third. But I ain't gonna lie, I must think that you too involved in social media for me, and I might have to leave.
I can see that. I feel like sometimes you want to know. People ask about current events. People ask about pop culture. What's your thoughts on this? No, what you want to know?
Actually about the war. Actually about some political stuff. Actually about something that's going to affect us for real, for real.
Nah, I only want to talk about that with the person I'm wifing up on a date. We could talk about some dumb shit. Let me see how funny you find this shit.
All right.
I was about to say, as soon as they would have played the victim card, I'm like, she was twerking on the boat. She got shot on Sunday, was twerking on the boat on Friday. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Oh, you know what? Okay, that's it. All right, so Slick. Okay, Hitman Holla, you know the battle rapper / Wildin' Out person, right? He started a new podcast with his wife, Cinnamon. I want to put a little background. Cinnamon, you know, she unfortunately, intruders tried to run in their house and she got shot in the head. She survived. So I just want to put a little background into it. So they've been together for a minute now. They just recently had a kid. And this is one of the topics that was brought up. And I want to hear, there's 2 videos. I want you to hear the first one. If you still need more context, you can play the second video. I want to hear your thoughts about their argument on the latest podcast.
Every day. Hold on, wait. Every day.
I be kicking it. Cinnamon, I told you from the jump, before 7, did you go out everywhere you wanted?
Yes.
You asked for a baby.
You wanted a baby.
For sure. But you asked for a baby.
I only asked for a baby because you kept saying his brother had a baby and he was like, oh, I want another baby so they can be best friends.
Did you want a baby?
I sure did.
Okay, and I told you, baby, your life is going to change because I'm on a roll. Like, my life don't stop. That's my work.
Right.
You ain't going to be able to go out like you used to. Why you mad at me?
That's fine.
So why you keep saying I'm kicking it? No. That's my first trip since I had 7.
You still was in Miami having the time of your life. When you got back and I wanted to go get my hair and stuff done, it shouldn't have been no issue.
Did I say something?
Go do it. I got it. That's it.
Did I say something?
It was the circles.
Ain't no circles.
Why wasn't everything packed? Why can't you get him ready and I take him?
Stuff. I don't know where his stuff at.
All his stuff was packed.
Why you keep saying
I had everything downstairs.
Why you say kicking out of time of my life? That was the first trip I've been on in 9 months. That was a pre-birthday. My birthday in 3 days.
But you still out kicking it, having the time of your life.
For my birthday.
Exactly.
So what are you bringing that up for?
Because you're out kicking it.
Did I not just have you and your friends out kicking it in New Orleans?
I'm not talking about
Yes, you are. What do you keep?
I'm not talking
about
You
said I'm out kicking it like I've been out every weekend.
Who said you've been out every weekend?
What, me?
They having 2 different arguments.
Okay. So what was your thoughts about that? Because in addition, if we can play the second clip real quick, because it got to a real emotional state because he felt like Will Smith in the sense of nothing he could do to make her happy.
What I want to do on the back burner.
You said that in a hurtful way.
I didn't say that in a hurtful way. You're making this about you right now. There's no communication in this relationship. None.
You asked for a baby.
You wanted a baby.
For sure. But you asked for a baby.
I sure did.
And I told you, your life is going to change because I'm on a roll. Like, my life don't stop.
So they're having 2 separate arguments. I want to hear your thoughts because there's a lot of debacle on the internet between this, a lot of debate. I see both sides, but until I saw the first video and hear what happened, I'm on Hitman Holla's side. And the reason why I'm on Hitman Holla's side, Slick, is because he said, like, just a couple months ago, I had you and your homegirls in New Orleans, and you was perfectly fine. You only throwing up a fit because I was in Miami having fun for my birthday, and you wasn't there. And that's where that's why you feel some type of way. Because if you was there, you would have had no problem. But not because I was there for Miami, you felt some type of way, and now you throw it in my face. But mind you, he left I saw the whole episode. So he left Miami a day earlier just to come back home. She said she wanted a necklace, a $10,000 necklace. He got that for her. She said that she wanted to go on a cruise. He booked the cruise for her during that whole same time. But she just kept feeling like he wasn't doing enough, and he kept feeling like, I can't do nothing to make you happy. So a little more context. But that was my part. I think, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's definitely two different arguments because it's like how the woman felt versus how the man felt, what the man did. And I think that one thing as men, we're never going to understand what it's like they give birth to a child. On the flip side, I think a lot of women are not going to understand this and what it's like to have to navigate that and to, try to be a present parent, but also try to like still handle what you got to handle, whether it's fun, whatever. Balance. It's a balance thing. And I think for men, it's like, once the baby come home, it's like, yeah, you adjusting in certain situations, but at the same point, it's like you're also, you're okay. You can do whatever. The same thing you're doing the day before the baby came, you could do once they get here. And for women, it's a recovery period. It's a lot of difference, a lot of stress, mental, physical, hormonal, etc. So her expressing herself, being frustrated, like, damn, I'm by myself, still recovering positive. I don't know what the time was with the baby and the birthday and all of that stuff. You can empathize with that from a certain standpoint, right? For him in his situation, I get being a dude and be like, yo, bro, I'm just going to do X, Y, and Z. And it is a line of communication. It's a line of like, yo, I'm going here. You okay? What you need? It's not, how I put this, it's not just, all right, you ask for this, I'm going to give you this. You ask for that, I'm going to give you that. There's a level and a line where, sometimes as men, we don't think about it. And I'm not saying he's wrong for going out and having fun, because he went out. He went out. It was community. She knew what it was. Right? Does she want to probably be there? Does she feel like he probably left her he sidelined her for his birthday? Possibly. But is that his fault? No. It's just kind of where they were in the situation. If it's a newborn, like, it's a different space. It's a different space. I think that's the most mature way to respond to it. I'm not going to say anybody won or lost or was right or wrong. I think that they have two very different perspectives, and a lot of parents, especially new parents, have those perspectives. Why is it that you can do X, Y, and Z and I can't? Vice versa. And I think in relationships, a lot of that too. How is it you can do X, Y, and Z, but I do it is the problem? You feel me? So I'm not going to say anybody was right or wrong, but I am going to say it's two different arguments. As a man, I empathize with him because I'm like, damn, yeah, you right. I just did something. Like we doing X, Y, and Z. I should be able to go out and do X, Y, and Z. But also from the woman's perspective, it's like, damn, I get it. Like, you feel away. You're healing. You're going through some things, and once you gave me the okay to go out, baby, I'm going out. So she might not appreciate that. So I
definitely think she's suffering from postpartum. I definitely think so. Yeah, it's because I'm a man, I kind of felt, and maybe you could watch the whole episode next time if you have any time and you get more of his point, because I got more of his point. It just felt like it's like it was nothing that he could do to make her happy, and that's in his mind,
and that's the truth,
which is cool. Yeah,
he lost the moment he left, but again, you're not going to rationalize or justify that to certain people in certain spaces, and I think that's the part where
because this goes on to him going away for working with, but he's like, yo, this is how I'm able to buy you all the stuff. You said you wanted a necklace, because that's part of the argument for him too. He's like, you wanted a cruise. You wanted this $10,000 necklace. You wanted X, Y, and Z. You want this lifestyle that I'm keeping. You haven't worked a day in your life since you've been with me. I have to go trap. This is how I get my money. I'm not doing this because, oh my God, it's so much fun. I'm doing this because I made a commitment, and I'm upholding that commitment to you. And you're kind of like using that against me. So it was like a big thing, and I appreciate the rawness. A lot of people was getting on them because it's like, oh, this conversation shouldn't be on the internet, which I could kind of see that point. But this was something raw.
I disagree,
and I
think that's an honest conversation, not something that's manufactured or curated. And I think anybody that is a younger parent or a newer parent, and they're both involved, yeah, we've all been there. We've all been like, damn, what you mean I'm doing this? Or I didn't, like, what? Or like, you're gonna have to have those conversations. That's why I'm not necessarily, I won't say it was bad. I actually appreciate it. Even that was probably one of the more mature toxic videos you shared, because I'm like, yeah, that's a conversation people have.
Oh, I appreciate that. We've been potted for almost 6 years now.
I normally curse you out. But what you put on this podcast.
You're gonna curse me out for the next two. But anyways, I like it. Go listen to their podcast. I think it was very dope. And also, fellas, you can forewarn a woman. This is my toxic take. You can forewarn a woman about anything. It don't matter. You can tell her your life is going to change if you do X, Y, and Z. It's not going to matter at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, we all know this. You subject to her feeling in the moment, not her feeling in the
yes.
when you rate the reservation.
So I just want you guys to understand, because you know what's the problem with us guys? Sometimes we think too logical, and I'm like, women think logical, but they also think with emotions and feelings. What she feeling right now is not what she's going to feel in the future, and it doesn't matter that if you was right that her life was going to change. It doesn't matter, because what she feels at that moment overshadows the logic. So fellas, get that out your mindset, because I think that's also something that plagued him too, because, and this is wrong on us guys sometimes too, when we interact with women, we like to do the whole I told you so, I want to, and that don't work with them. That you're gonna lose that battle with them all the time, fellas. That whole I told you so, or I warned you, or I told you what was up. Get that shit out your system.
Facts.
You're never gonna win that battle.
Facts.
You're never gonna win that battle. Because what they feel dead is not what they feel now.
If relationships were about right, wrong, and logic, there wouldn't be a need for a lot of spaces. Therapy would not be a thing. At least couples counseling would not be a thing.
And the reason why I'm emphasizing this, because the next part of it too for us fellas is we feel some type of way once that happens, once they feelings change, and we feel like, yo, I told you. And then we start doing bad stuff too. So I'm telling you guys to get out of that mindset, because that ends up making stupid decisions going forth, because you feel like you was right and she's wrong, and that doesn't help the situation. So once you get out that mindset, fellas, you can think about the situation and think of how to settle it then and there, instead of coming off from a place where you think you're right and you just got to pull up with shit.
Yep.
All right. That was a little mature. Let's get a little toxic and stupid. All right, guys. This is a real quick one. She just got a question for men. I think you can answer this real quick for her, Slick.
I had a question that I've been wondering for so long, and I want to ask men only, what's your opinion? So when you see a woman outside in public, and let's say she's a young girl, like 30 years old, and she has a little kid with her, like 4 years old, right? She's a beautiful, gorgeous woman, 10 out of 10, by herself with her kid. Like, it's visible, that's her kid. What are your thoughts? What thoughts go through your head? Like, is it a good thing? Is it attractive, in other words? Or is it, like, unattractive or, like, a turn off that she's out here, or where?
I see a shorty with a kid. In my single days, if I seen a shorty with a kid, or if I was single and I seen a girl with a joint with a kid, what am I thinking? Hope that little nigga got some good snacks in the crib.
I know that shit fire. What?
Nah, you know,
but I think it's a good thing though.
Off the walk, if she bad, you be like, I get it. I understand.
Oh, that's a fact. Yo, we might not talk to you. We might not even like do anything, but we like, okay, I understand why she got a kid.
I see the vision. I see the vision. I get it.
It's not necessarily a bad or a good thing, but we like, I understand why. I understand why I can't.
She could be crazy as hell. You're gonna be like, yeah, okay. She gotta be quiet sometime.
And I think if you could tell she's in her 30s, then it doesn't. Even if I'm single, I'm like, it is what it is at this point, because it's like niggas in their 30s. Yeah. You should be having a kid or something. So it's like, it ain't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
So you've been hunching for 13, 14 years at this point. She only got one. Woo, we made it.
What? Facts. Now, when she come up with a triple stroller or some shit like that, Dave's like, all right, slow down, Bobby.
You got some Spanish in your family.
Facts. Now, these next two topics, Slick, this might be I can't say this out loud because I don't want them to be attached to me with this streamer. Might be my new favorite streamer over here. Slick, play the first one.
You either gonna lie to the bitch or you're not gonna tell her nothing. If she asks you something, you don't answer it. If she figures it out, better make her forget about it. And if she don't forget about it, then you forget about it. But you either gotta keep a bitch on her toes or keep a bitch on her heels. Because if you give a bitch balance, she won't be able to walk away. But I can't have that. I need a bitch to be rocking back and forth. I miss you, baby. Because as soon as the bitch...
I got that to say, Slick. I just wanted you to play that.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
Yeah.
You got it.
Lie to the bitch, or you're not going to tell her nothing. If she asks you something, you don't answer it. If she figures it out, better make her forget about it. And if she don't forget about it, then you forget about it. But you either got to keep a bitch on her toes or keep a bitch on her heels. Because if you give a bitch balance, she won't be able to walk.
That's a Negro proverb.
Oh my Lord. That toxic commandment 101 right there. Now, Slick, play the next one.
Jamie Tox would definitely approve that message.
Play the next one, Slick.
Yeah. Tell me everything your ex did to you. Tell me how he fucked you over. Tell me how much of a piece of shit he was. Tell me how he cheated on you. Tell me how he emotionally fucked you up, mentally fucked you up. So I can do it. So I can show you my archetype. Let me show you my bag. Yeah, all that explaining what your ex did to me and what you allowed, that only tells me, oh, I got a dumb bitch on my hands. Birdman. Yeah. All that. Don't tell me nothing the nigga did to you. Because you allow that? Oh, I got a free. Oh, this is a free bucket right here.
Word, free right.
This is why just keep your mouth shut.
Nah, dog. This is why they talk about you. This is why they talk about you.
Stay toxic, my friends. Okay, let's get to our choose one. Nothing to say.
That was wild.
Hey, we dropped some little gems though. It's only for you guys to pick it up. All right, this week's choose one, Slick. Would you rather get $10 for every push-ups for life, or get $500 right away?
$10 per push-up per life. I do at least 150 every day, so I'll be eating good.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, I would love a $500,000. Don't get me wrong, a $500,000 would do me OD justice right now. Don't get me wrong, but $10 push-up for every push-up for life.
That's $100 for every time you do.
Facts. I think that would be work. If I need to pay rent, I'm just gonna take a whole weekend out my whole weekend. Just go for 1,000 or so or something like that.
Yeah, facts.
And get it popping.
Definitely. I'm already at what on a week? Yeah, 600. Yeah, I'll do my push-ups.
And that's for life. So I'll do it, and that makes me stay in shape. And health is wealth. So. We in together for this one. Let us know which one you choose. You feel me? I think it's a great way to end this episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, man. We're coming back for Iceman. You know the vibes. Please download the Live Podcast app on iOS and Android, and make sure you follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If any brand new deals, business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. I'm the voice of Outside, Be Breezy, aka Poppy Size Zone.
It's your boy Slick. Y'all be great, and we'll catch y'all next week.
The cow.
Just take the beats. Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always say it's something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.